Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel TC YouTuber. How you guys are doing? So welcome back, and today I'm going to explain the Korean drama True Beauty. So first episode I have uploaded in part 1, and today is the part 2 of first episode only. So if you haven't watched the part 1, then you can watch it. So the link will be in my description, so you can watch it. And this is a very amazing Korean drama. It teaches us a lot of different things, and there are a lot of psychological things also which we will like to discuss, we will talk about later. So yes, for today let's start the explanation, and yes, let's go. Jo Young likes this guy of the school, and the other girls and other classmates of her goes to him and says to him that, do you think that you deserve her? Look at you, you look so beautiful, so handsome and all. And he gets motivated by them. And here we can see that Jo Young's mother works in a beauty parlor of hers, and she handles customers very intelligently. So she behaves how she has to behave with everyone. And here Jo Young finally comes to the boy and confesses to him, and also gives her cookies and everything that she cooked for him. And instead he was very rude to her, and it was all because of the influence of the bullies, because they had put him about bad about her. So she was very shocked at his reaction, because otherwise he talked nicely to her, and he said that I talked to you nicely because I pity you, because you look so ugly and all of those stuff. He did not only rejected her, but he also insulted her, and she felt so bad, and she was just speechless, and she could not believe what she was hearing. And all the cookies and everything was just rejected, and she was so sad, and saying all of these things, that he pitied her, and she should not follow him anymore, and all of those things. He just left, and the cookies were just down there. And at that moment, to make the moment worse, the bullies, the classmates came again, and they were recording, they were shooting her, this moment of hers. And this was also forced by the other girl, which they called as ugly, because they forced her, and she also could not do anything. So even though she did not want to shoot, but she has to. So her look and her movement was recorded there, and it was live. And they all say that you deserve this, and these things happens to you, and all of these things. And then she was so angry that she asked them that, why do you do this to me? I have never done anything wrong, or I have never harmed you guys, but you still hate me so much. Why? And then the girl, who is the most popular one among the group, she came closer to her, and said that, because you look ugly, you are ugly, and that is the only reason. And that cannot be, never be a reason for someone to hate people. And ugly means what? Ugly is something which a personality can be called, but calling people ugly because of physical appearances, only because they think, it is never a right thing to do, and it is never just justified. So all of these things were happening, and she was like broken, and she just went from that moment, from that place. And she could see in the social media everywhere, it was live, the video was posted, and everybody was commenting, and everybody was saying that she deserved that, and she looked so ugly, and they were making fun of her, and it was not at all funny. Here she was just breaking down, she was crying out loud on streets, and she could not control her emotions, because she felt so hurt, and it was a really bad thing that happened with her. After that, she came to a washroom where she could finally breathe, because the other world, everyone else was just making fun of her, and she could not even find a place where she could just be with herself. So the washroom was only the place, and she was there just looking in her in the mirror, and she was also not liking the person that she was seeing, that was herself only. And she only remembered the people, the boy, the girl who rejected her, who blamed her because she is ugly, that's why she deserves all of these things. And she was just broken. She only blamed herself, her physical appearance, that because of that only she is going through all of these things, and so on. And she was just broken down, and at this point of time she was thinking about something. And also when she went to school, where she was remembering that when she went after that, the school also was like everyone was making fun of her, the clip and everything, and calling her a troll and everything, just because of her physical appearance, which again was like devastating for her. So all of these things, all of the situation combined, and neither she never got support from her family as well. Everyone, almost everyone who is present with her, near her, always pointed out this thing that she looks ugly, and it was too much. So the building that she was there, she went to the top floor, and all the most of the negative things were coming inside her mind, and she was only following that at that time. And then she stood up in the terrace and very near to the cliff, and she was thinking about all of these things, about the end, and how she really wants to do that, because there is nothing good, nothing positive left in her life and among anyone, any person, no person at all. And that boy was only her hope for now, and she was so excited, but it was also broken so to a lot of pieces. So she decided that, and she was just thinking about all of these things, but then she stopped and she said herself that no, I cannot do this step, I cannot take this step for this thing, I will not end like this and things like that. And she was just talking all of these things with herself, where suddenly someone saw her in that like standing up there, and someone just rushed to her, and then they just grabbed her and took her down. And she was also shocked to get to know that, and both of them fell. And when we can see who it was a boy whom she never met, and he also never met her, but he was acting as if he knows her, or at least to the point that he is very worried, he is like panicking to see her in this kind of situation, where he started to yell as if he is someone close to her, that what do you think you are doing? Do you know when someone does something like this, after that what happens to the people who are left behind, who are living in this world? Do you even know that? Do you have any idea of that? He was just yelling at her like about all of these things, and she said that I was not thinking about to do something like that, and he was not listening to her, and yelling and yelling and saying that you don't understand how it feels. The person who are not here anymore, we cannot do anything for them, it's just over, but the people living only suffers when someone does something like that, and who are close to them, who are the family and everything, as if he has also had some kind of trauma of this sort. So we could understand only that from his reaction towards her. And after that, after saying all of these things, she said clearly that she did not wanted to do that, and she did not plan to do that, but he did not believe her. And then he said that he was about to go, but then he turned back and said that what you are thinking, you will do that when I will go? So she said no, and that's why she went at front, and after that only he went, so that he wanted to make sure that she did not do any kind of step like this again. So yes, so this was pretty much for today, guys. So here we covered such a sensitive topic, that how when a person is bullied, how they can have thoughts, such negative thoughts of, you understand, right? So we should not be so harsh to people, even though in many cases, not only about this looks or something, but even when we disagree, we should not disrespect others. We should think that okay, I disagree, or I have this opinion of mine, but I should not be so much rude to themselves or things like that. And this was just I am talking just about the opinion, but here people say so harsh things or bully others because of their physical appearance, which is such a wrong thing. So this is something how we understand that we should not do that to others, because physical appearance is something, but the inner beauty is what is the most important thing. And someone can be very beautiful, very attractive in physical appearance, but their inside inner beauty, which we call, is not so beautiful. And what does it means, isn't it? So that's why we should understand how one is, how one's personality is, and not only the physical appearance. And also we should care, we should think about others and try and give our best to not hurt others, because that will soon come to us as well. So yes, with that, let's end our video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll meet you in the next one. Bye guys.